Some of you have now sat through 5 years of my very inconsistent and often lackluster efforts to get in better shape. My motivation has come and gone, my energy, my drive, my enthusiasm have all had their high times and their low times. 2023 was an entire year of underwhelming effort at the gym. And that's why I'm excited to bring to you this episode where for the first time in I don't remember when, quite possibly the first time ever, I completed an entire week of the workouts that I had planned. We're going on 7 years since Mark Prickett first taught me his powerlifting regimen, and I know that over those 7 years I have slowly forgotten some of the elements that he incorporated. I know that I'm not doing a full workout according to what he taught me. I'm doing what I remember and I'm proceeding ahead. I really need to get a refresher from him. I probably should write to him very soon and say, what kinds of things did we do that I'm not doing? And I will actually send him this video when we're done and get some notes. But what I wanted to do was actually complete a full week. No excuses, no wimping out, no claiming that I'm too tired. Planning my day, planning my life so that I would complete the full regimen. And I won't detail it here. It is in a previous episode whose number I don't remember, so I'll put it right across the bottom here. You can go back and find that in detail. And I'll actually kind of reiterate it as we go along, but I want to make sure I have time for everything in one video. I don't want to split this one into two. My goal was to go, not just to the gym, but to complete all of the prescribed workouts. Sunday being a rest day, my only workout there is 30 minutes of cardio. It could be low impact, high impact, whatever. And then the powerlifting regimen, Monday through Saturday, and the cardio to go with it. And so I guess let's just jump right in. I will narrate as we go. But, the one thing I'll say is that there were a couple of moments, a couple of situations where I did not get the actual workout or activity on camera. Any of those will be reduced to Wizard of Oz-like sepia tone. But everything else, if it's in full color, it is the actual shot of the actual workouts from February 4th to February 10th of 2024. Here we go. I have never, ever liked those calendars that start the week on Monday. So Sunday is the beginning of my week, even though it's just a rest day. And I went for a walk, clocking about 1.4 miles in 30 minutes. Just low impact cardio, getting a little bit of exercise, a little bit of blood flowing to start the week. Monday is bench press strength training day, or max effort day. And I kicked off with the bench press as I'm supposed to. 2 sets at 8 reps each as a warm-up, 135 pounds followed by 155 pounds. Then I did the 2 working sets at 175 pounds and 195 pounds. Both of which, because it's been way too long and I've been way too inconsistent, both of them stopped short. You see the little S there in parentheses, that means I stopped for safety purposes. You'll either see an S or an F at the end of some of these. If it's an F, that means I actually did try to get in one more repetition. I lowered the bar, or depending on the exercise, but I got the bar ready, I got the weights ready, and I tried to do the exercise, and I failed. If I'm alone at the gym, I prefer not to fail on the bench press. It has happened, but I would rather it not. So I can kind of sense when I'm doing one repetition and it's really hard, and it's probably just too risky to try another one, and that's when I will rack the weight and stop and label it in my journal as I stopped for safety purposes, not because I failed. I followed that up with the incline dumbbell press, 40, 45, 50, and 55 pounds for the number of repetitions you see listed there. According to my training, the dumbbell fly is not really a powerlifting exercise. It's more for bodybuilding. It's more for shaping the muscle for a better aesthetic view. But going back to what I said at the beginning about having forgotten a lot of the details that Mark taught me, I wanted to do something. I wanted to, keep the chest working. So I do that one occasionally as one of the exercises. And even if it's not directly helping the powerlifting, I know it is strengthening the muscle fibers of the pectorals, so it's not hurting. I'll just have to check in with Mark on some of the things that I'm forgetting, better ways to work the pectorals specifically for the powerlifting strength gain. After the main focus of any given day, there is an auxiliary workout, and on bench press Mondays, the auxiliary is basically anything that trains the assistant muscles, the triceps or the shoulders. And so today it was overhead dumbbell extensions. My cardio for Monday through Saturday was on the treadmill at the gym. I'm not really a fan of treadmills, but it has been chilly enough this week, and I've been busy enough this week that during the day it wasn't really possible. So by 11:30 at night, going outside for a jog just was not an appealing prospect. So I did get on the treadmill 30 minutes a night, and some of those times, or some of the distances that the treadmill gave me, I actually remembered to write down, and others I didn't. So I'll list them when I have them, otherwise I won't. I think you get the idea with the text across the bottom detailing exactly what I do, the weights and the number of times that I perform each exercise. So I won't detail those from here on out. But just to take a look now at Tuesday, the deadlift day, I started with the deadlift. I kept it light due to the pain I experienced on December 12th, which I reported on in an earlier episode. I am happy to say I did not experience that same electric shock. I do now and then walking around on it, so it's not gone, but nothing happened that night at the gym. My final exercise for the evening was the seated row machine at Anytime Fitness. This is not a machine that I have tried yet. I saw it and I thought, okay, I'll give that a go. In part because I was starting to experience the fatigue that I get daily, and I found myself not in the mood to load up a bar for anything or use some of the cable equipment. But I didn't want to cheat, I didn't want to cut the workout short, so I tried out this machine to see how it felt, see how it would work. It's a good machine. I could feel some burn going on there, I could feel the muscles working, but I should go heavier next time. and then I followed it up with 30 minutes on the treadmill. In my personal adaptation of the rotation that Mark created for me, Wednesdays and Saturdays are for biceps and abs. And that is because I do want bigger biceps. I'd like bigger, stronger looking arms. But biceps are not trained specifically in powerlifting. And so Mark said that on any day that was not assigned to one of the 3 major lifts, I could go ahead and do biceps. So I do them twice a week because I've heard many other trainers say that if you just work biceps once a week, they won't really grow. I don't know who's telling how much truth, but twice a week certainly is not hurting me at this point. So you'll see me here doing some biceps workouts. And then after that, on Wednesday, I did a little bit of abs. We'll get to that in just a moment. This was another night where I started to feel the fatigue that I experience every day. I don't know if it's chronic fatigue syndrome or if it has a name or what its cause is. We'll talk about that another time, but it did lead me away from getting out a mat and doing some more intense abdomen workouts on the floor. I decided to try out a machine that I've seen for quite a while and I've never used. It's their abdominal crunch machine, and basically you grab hold of the handles, you stiffen your entire upper body and make sure that you are using your abdomen to crunch forward. You do have to be careful and not just pull down on those handles using your arms and your back muscles. The focus should be on the abdomen. And I was a little skeptical at first because at the lighter weights it didn't feel like it was doing anything, but it did start to produce a bit of a burn there as the fourth set came around and the weights had gone higher. Thursday is bench press dynamic training. This is a workout that is focused not so much on the raw power of the bench press like Monday. It's focused on strengthening other aspects of the lift, like your explosive power, getting that bar up off your chest fast into an upright position, strengthening the triceps and the deltoids, the shoulder muscles. And so today I did focus specifically on the triceps and the deltoids. Friday, my least favorite day, is squat training, and this is the day that I have made more excuses for than any other day. But once again, I wanted perfect attendance. Now, I was rather sleepy after work. I was experiencing my fatigue, and I really didn't want to go, but I said, I must go, I must make this happen, so I went. It is by no means a perfect workout, but I did do the squats. I kept the weight very light just because I did not know what my legs would be able to handle, as sleepy as I felt. But even then, I probably could not have gone much heavier just because I have spent so much time away from a proper squat workout that my legs are not nearly as strong as they should be. I did 7 sets on the quad extension machine just because when I started way too light. And so I didn't want to just do 4 really easy sets and say, well, that's good enough. So I got all the way up to 7. And by then, mentally and physically, I was just done for the night. So that's as far as I got on the squat workout. But again, I did go. I did do some squats. I did not chicken out. I did not make excuses. Obviously, I need to improve on what I do on squat day and how full that workout is, but I did go. Saturday is the second biceps and abs workout, and I was short on time and I was tired of dragging the camera to the gym, but I brought it anyway in case I did any abdomen workouts that I don't have anywhere else on record. I knew biceps would be short and simple, and so I didn't bother to film them, and much to my chagrin, I don't know where I left the index card where I wrote down what I did. So I know I did barbell curls, I just don't know the weights. It was probably 30, 40, 50, something like that. But right now I don't have it, and so I'm not even going to, I'm going to pretend it didn't even happen, because if I can't log it in my journal, I don't want to put the wrong weights in and overstate what I really did. So basically Saturday was an abdomen workout. I say it was a workout, but again, it was short, time was limited, so I did a couple of different abdomen exercises. I did get a burn. It did start to feel definitely like I was working my abdomen. Again, I could have done more, I should have done more. I need to arrange my time a little bit better, but I did it. I went. I did 6 days of workouts at the gym, 7 days of 30 minutes of cardio. I now have perfect attendance on record for the week of February 4th through 10th, 2024. Now, I need to make the workouts better, and I need to make perfect attendance a habit.